everyone, and welcome to Retro Adventure Wednesday. So glad you could be here. It's your old pal, Decaf Jedi. You know me. I'm Jess, and you're you, and you always have been. And I'm glad we're all here. Hope everybody's well. I've been off for a week. I'm getting back into the groove of things. As we left off a couple of weeks ago, yeah, we were playing James Bond, the Stealth Affair. And I mean, honestly, we're all loving it. I'm seeing a ton of people in chat asking, like, why aren't we back with more James Bond? And I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I'm afraid there's no more James Bond to be had. But tonight we're playing Space Quest 2 VGA. That's right. We're playing the infamous Adventures fan VGA remake, Space Quest 2. We have the dedication floating here on screen right now. But welcome in, everyone. I hope you're having a good Retro Adventure Wednesday. It's great to see you, Ben. Howdy, howdy, howdy. There's Grayson. Thank you for the watch streak. Kevin's here. Klill's here. 6-7. Oh my gosh. This the stars are out tonight, folks. There's Lemming. Oh my goodness. There's Paul, not Pat. Jacobine. Tribeca. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Nutromancer. Mike. Oh my goodness. This is good stuff. Ben says in chat that we have an important update on the Chevy Chase Talk Show episode 5. This has been something that... Whoa! Thank you, 3 Becca, for the bits. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about the Chevy Chase Talk Show lately, as have we all. You know, I think this is big for all of us. Hey, Pickle Dog. Hey, Dr. Mario. It's good to see everybody. Let's just jump into this ding-dang game. No howdy left in Chicago. Just took it all. You know, that's the traditional Chicagoan greeting, I found out. They say howdy, and then they throw Malort down your throat. Any questions or comments about this game should be directed to Infamous Adventures. Please be sure to do that. Okay, here we go. I'm sure they'd appreciate hearing from you one way or another. Let's watch the intro. Deeply upset that that's not centered. Our hero, Roger Wilco, had escaped from the clutches of the deadly Sariens, battled strange alien creatures, made new friends, and bravely traversed the dangerous desert planet of Corona. Stopping to relax only for a moment, Roger soldiered on, and bravely made his bold escape from the desert heat of Corona. Searching through space, he found the Sariens and infiltrated their mothership, the Deltar. Using his stealth and skills, Roger subdued the Sariens and destroyed the feared star generator. Finally, Roger returned home to Xenon, a hero. Good title. Chapter 2. Vohaul's Revenge. People would point out I say Vohaul strangely, but I can't remember if this is the strange way I say it, or if Vohaul is my attempt not to say it strange anymore. I've lost track whether this is the strange version or not. I think I used to say Vohaul, like V apostrophe, maybe, but now I'm trying to say Vohaul. I don't know. How is it pronounced? Well, who's to say? It's pronounced Uhal. I like the and between the guys from Andromeda. Vauxhall. The Letter Droid Show. So this is straight from the comic that was originally packaged as Space Quest.
Let's bring on that hero of heroes, that Sarian sanitizer, that space-age swashbuckler, the man you know and love, Roger Wilco.
Okay, we have a robot David Letterman. I have to pause for a minute. Oh my gosh. Right here at the beginning, you're just in time. It's a raid. Let me shout out Silver Streak here before we get back to the action. Silver Streak, thank you so much for the raid. I saw as I was going live that you're playing Alpha Protocol. What a game. Literally, no joke, one of my all-time favorites. As janky as Alpha Protocol is. I hope you're having fun with it. We do have a robot David Letterman, so you know that's pretty important. But welcome in, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're having a good evening. Who did the voice acting? I do not know.
Oh.
There we go. I like there's a robot Paul. Everyone be sure to go follow Silver Streak. Terrific streamer. Streaming Alpha Protocol. How couldn't they be?
So, Roger Wilco, hero of Xenon, how goes it?
Well, I just flew in from Vega 9, and boy are my arms tired.
Of Roger. So, tell us, how did you manage to defeat all of those nasty Sariens?
Those Sariens were a piece of cake. I had no problem cleaning their clocks.
Interesting, Roger.
Whoever planned to steal the star generator didn't know who they were messing with.
Whoa,
Hey, Red Phoenix.
That's some pretty tough talk there, eh? What do you think, Paul?
This is from the comic.
Pretty tough talk.
Yes.
Don't worry about retribution, Roger.
Revenge? Nah. I hear their leader is a real hoser. Some guy named Overhaul or U-Haul. Something stupid like that. In fact, he's probably cowering in some deep dark cave somewhere. Anyway, let me tell you about the time I wrestled this spider droid.
This is Roger Beamish, teenager.
How dare this puny, insignificant life form insult my superior intellect? I'll teach him to make monkeys out of my men. Get me, Wilco. I'll not stand to be made a fool in front of the whole universe. I'll squash him like a Velcron fly. Can't we finish watching Letter Droid first, boss?
Man, look at that hand.
Deep banana breath, I said move. Wilco.
Whoa, we got another raid. Let me give another shout out. You're just in time. Wow, things are getting hot around here. Davor, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're doing well. What were you playing tonight? Some retro? I hope it was a good stream. What retro game were you playing? And how are you? Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Decaf Jedi. Retro game streamer tonight here with the VGA remake of Space Quest 2. Just beat the original Prince of Persia. That is fantastic. You know, I have never played the original Prince of Persia, and it's one I really need to go back and I need to fill in that blank. That's one that I've always wanted to crack at and somehow just haven't ever gotten around to. But welcome in. Thanks for dropping in. Place, Xenon Orbital Station 4. Hey, Game Dev Jeff, welcome in. Hey, Seth. How many Space Quest and sort of sequels you played now? A lot of them. Yeah, I still haven't streamed Space Quest 6.
As you will recall in our last chapter, you had just foiled the Sariens' fiendish plot to rule the galaxy by using the star generator as their weapon of destruction. You became a hero by saving countless lives and returning the star generator technology into safe hands. Life was beautiful.
Has this voice been pitch shifted or something?
But heroes come and go, and people soon forget. Your celebrated herodom slowly fades,
Hey,
leaving you,
Shadon.
once again, a janitor. The promotion to head janitor was no consolation, especially since you are the only member of the janitorial staff, nor was the transfer to Orbital Station 4. Sweating like a pork beast in a pressure
Pork
suit
beast.
while relocating space debris in zero gravity just wasn't your idea of a good time.
Says you.
Life sucks. Again.
Ooh, great question. There's an Ask Jess Anything from Dr. Mario. What's the biggest video game you've not played, or classic, or most important? I mean, I've never played a Halo game. That's pretty big. I've never played a Pokemon game.
Orbital Station 4 is one
Those
of
are like
many
big
orbiting
ones,
Xenon,
right?
your home planet. It is a transfer point for travelers seeking transportation to the various planets in the Xenon system. As we begin this chapter of our story, we find you, Roger Wilco, Ace Janitor, doing what you do best.
I think I might like Pokemon. I think I could get into that. I like monsters. I don't know how I feel about them in my pockets.
A beep emanates from your wristwatch. You release your grip on the broom.
Goodbye, broom.
The broom floats away, never to be used again. That makes the third one this week. Wait till your boss finds out.
All right, let's see here. Oh, look, it's an iWatch.
You can't pick the logo off the iWatch.
Horoscope, keep up the good work.
Wilco, get in here, on the double. You've got a mess to clean up in the shuttle which just returned. One of the
Hey,
passengers
Robin.
got space sick on the way down.
Oh, no,
Besides,
Mike.
you've been done out there an hour ago. Get a move on.
With
That
that,
consult-
the image disappears.
I consult my daughter for pro strats. Redemption isn't supposed to be there. That's from my Minecraft story mode streams. Let's see. Luckily, I still have her tips here. Let's see if any of these are relevant for Space Quest. So, my daughter wrote me down some pro strats for Minecraft that I've been using for Minecraft story mode, but I forgot to take down the redemption. So, start off immediately looking at your surroundings. We did that. Try finding wood, animals, or structures. There's a structure all around us. If you spawn in a desert, run until you find a new biome or village. I mean, what is space but the desert of the skies? So I think we're off to a good start. Thank you, Mike.
You want me to smell the floor? I hate my life.
FML.
You want...
You run your tongue up the inside of the EVA suit.
Yuck. It looks to be a small moon of some sort.
That's no moon. It's on a space station.
That's impossible! It's too big to be... Oh yeah, never mind.
The flashing lights are there to remind the foolish that to step any further would result in that person's death.
Okay, let's just walk off here. Let's get a death going. We need a death. I need to fill something. That is a Star Wars joke.
Due to an obvious lack of common sense, you have stepped off the edge, lost your magnetic grip of the ship, and drifted to your death.
Now you're free. Free falling. Found your broom. That's kind of funny. Okay. Oh, look at that. The cursor changes. That's cute. It's a cute idea. Whoa. Hey, David Alexander.
Airlock chamber.
Welcome in, everybody.
Stand by for decontamination.
Oh, Simon Security. Got a lot up, yeah. That's it. That's an okay joke. I'm here for it. Okay.
You can't access and you'll need to change.
Okay. There we go.
You open the only locker for which you have a combination. Pew! Putrid
Pew!
waves of stench waft forth. You can't recall the last cleaning it received. You bravely peer into the locker to find a Kubik's Rube puzzle and your athletic supporter, which you take.
Can I get the condom?
You bravely peer into the locker to find it empty. You can only wonder what left behind such a foul fragrance.
This is a fan sequel, Sith Princess.
Just walk on through the door. You have no desire to taste the airlock. No way. You've already gotten in enough trouble in the past doing that.
Not sure what I think of the narrator voice so far. No Gary Owens. I mean, that's a tall order, though. Look, it's a drool.
That's about time you got in here, Wilco. Head for the shuttle bay on the double. I'm warning you, you're on your last leg around here, bud. One more screw up, and you're history. Bob, send Roger here directly to the shuttle bay and nowhere else until the job is completed. You hear that, Wilco? No napping in closets.
Those are the reddest sprite faces ever, aren't they? Like, this guy has what I imagine Roger's skin tone would be. Is the narrator Roger's voice actor through a pitch shift? Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Sariens, good to see you.
These crew people are working hard.
But that crew people could be Drool from Space Quest 5.
This is the engineering control panel, developed by a huge mega conglomerate which was once only a small game company. The only thing you know about it is that you need to press up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select, start to give the engines a full power-up.
Hey, Kirslash.
No thanks. It's okay for a bit, but these things always give you blisters after a while.
Blisters. The distant future. The year 2000. The distant future. The distant future. I'm sorry, Automod just had a pretty funny catch there. Let me get... Automod said Sith Princess couldn't spell. They misspelled tongue in the licking dialogue.
You decide against licking the door.
Automod said you can't use the phrase tongue in.
You press the big button marked Shuttle Bay Door. It feels hot and the screen is turning green from the heat. This thing has seen better days.
Was this a game that needed additional text?
That's not a good idea. Being as unskilled as you are, you would probably cause some sort of fiery catastrophe. Leave it alone. It's automatic anyway. Besides, if you can't be trusted with a broom, highly volatile liquids are definitely out of the question. It smells of unpleasant bodily odor emanating from the hatch.
Let's do
You enter
this.
the shuttle and start sniffing around for the mess you must clean. You are surprised to find that the shuttle is not empty. There are two extremely ugly suckers walking toward you.
Hey, what the... Your favorite expletive here.
I was what made a beep. Or a beep. I have notes. Try not to be that guy.
Protest is cut
We all
short
know how
as
much I
two
love Space Quest
interstellar
2.
Ruffians proceed to thump you unconscious. Everything fades.
Thump you unconscious is a great line.
Time passes. More time passes. A strange dream turns into the realization that you are being shaken and talked to by a voice unfamiliar to you. A dull ache triggers a distant memory of a scuffle in which you were the focal point. Upon awakening from your forced rest, it becomes quite apparent that you aren't in Kansas,
I'm quite apparent.
Xenon anymore. You find that you are being held upright and under physical restraint from both sides by, you guess, the galactic goons you met on the shuttle. As you try
Galactic
to
goons.
struggle free, you notice that your hands are tied behind your back. As your eyes dial into focus, you make out an oddly disfigured being seated before you.
Oh no. Hey, Cregan. Evil.
He is a sagging mass of flesh that appears to have been human at one time.
Hey,
Tubes and
Metallic.
wires extend from his body, leading to machines which keep him alive.
Well, did we have a nice nap? I thought we would have to resort to drastic measures to wake you. Oh well. Welcome to my humble fortress, Roger Wilco. The name's Vohaul.
Vohaul.
Sludge Vohaul.
Sludge
I was
Vohaul.
the genius behind the star generator when it was in its concept stages. It was to be my ultimate war weapon until some sissy-pants scientist decided it would be better used saving lives rather than destroying them. What a waste of technology. Excuse me if I sound bitter. Anyway, you ruined my Sarien operation. I was going to use the star generator to make Xenon pay for what they did to me. They were going to know my wrath in a big way.
A
You
big
somehow
way.
managed to
Bigly.
change all that. Oh, I suppose I should have known better than to use those mental midgets, Sariens. That's not the point, however. You're responsible, and you shall pay. Besides, I have another plan, and you'll not be around to foil it. I have devised a plan so horrible, so frightening, so diabolical that no one will be able to stop me. Observe my latest creation.
This joke lands great still.
I intend to infest your planet with thousands of these genetically engineered door-to-door life insurance salesmen.
Don't you hate those
I will
guys?
at last reap sweet revenge from a scientific community that mocked me. My plan was to kill you, but I've had a change of heart. Get it?
He peers down at the hoses protruding from his chest, which are connected to a life support system.
System.
I'm a kidder. I've decided I would get much more enjoyment watching you suffer. My associates will escort you to the wonderful little planet of Labion, where you will perform many painful hours of manual labor in my mines. Be seeing you.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't realize this until I was in Chicago this week, but it's overrun with door-to-door insurance salesmen.
Onto a shuttle. Upon reviving, you look through the viewing port to see Vohaul's massive asteroid fortress getting smaller.
Here we are. That's right, Grayson. In New York, you would get your insurance from a bodega.
After touching down on a giant landing platform, you are ushered to a hovercraft waiting to transport you to the mining site. Utter despair sets in.
Just like the one from In the Heights. All right, here we go. Roger has an AGI nose on his SCI style sprite.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, great. Now I suppose we're out of fuel. Way to go, dwarf breath.
Don't blame me. It was your turn to fill up. You're always forgetting to do it. Wait till the master finds out. You're in big trouble.
Hey, don't talk to me that way, you slime bucket. I filled it last time, dipshit.
The argument between the two guards is cut short as gravity reasserts itself.
Splat.
Good thing that guard broke your fall. He doesn't look too happy about it, though.
Pardon me. Oh man, soundtrack has some real jazz flute going on.
What was that?
The crash rendered most of this stuff. You carefully remove the piece of unstable ordnance and pocket it. Doing so causes the high-pitched beeping to stop.
For some reason, I got this sense of doom right before taking that.
Okay, this is new. We now have an unstable ordnance. We found one of those in Space Quest 4 that blows us up.
A piece of unstable ordnance you recovered from the shuttle.
And actually, it's not ordnance, it's ordnance. Ordnance is like a law. Ordnance, without the I, is an explosive.
The guard appears to be less thick than you remember him. Many of his formerly contained body fluids seem to be at large. The hovercraft has been reduced to a mound of twisted wreckage. Everything that was straight is bent. Everything that was bent is benter. There appear to be no salvageable parts.
That's one of my favorite lines.
You search the grotesque body and find a small, thin, magnetic card. It looks like a key card. You seem to recall seeing one somewhere in the past. That's not necessary. There is nothing important under him. Leave the guard alone. The sounds of escaping gases are the only audible offerings from these two. You detect no unusual fragrance, at least not yet, Soon, though, these bodies may be generating some serious bouquet.
I wonder if I need to, like, put the ordnance back, like in
You
Space
have
Quest 4?
everything.
Guess not. Great. Great, I say.
Suddenly,
Oh, look, it's a
the little
pinkin.
creature caught in the snare has thick-looking pinkish skin. He looks to be less than a meter tall. He doesn't seem too thrilled with his predicament. You quickly untie the little guy.
Will you look at that?
Before disappearing through a tiny hole in the brush, the little pink dude gives you a long look. This tattered old rope? You don't need it. There's a nice strong piece of rope later in the game. You hear something. It sounds...
Alright.
Woof, that was a tense moment. Vohaul's thug failed to spot you and is off to search elsewhere.
Okay. Labion 2. Sequel to Labion.
This is uncool. It looks like you've adhered yourself to this tree like a fly to fly paper. And speaking of insects, here comes a swarm now.
Hey, Zane's dad. This is a fan remake of Space Quest 2, but it's fully voiced. It's a pretty
You'll
impressive
be proud to know
production.
that you have filled today's nutritional requirements for many of the local carnivorous insects. Adventuring is not always pretty.
You found a bug. Some good Quest for Glory humor. It's freely available to
You go
download.
lick it, and your tongue almost gets stuck. It's like some kind of adhesive. A powerful adhesive considering how stubbornly it held your tongue.
Is there a way for me to get it?
The dialect translator. The cubic. Don't get cocky. Just because you saved the world once doesn't mean you can't die easily trying stupid things. You're only as good as your latest adventure game puzzle.
This was made by Infamous Adventures. It's available for free on itch.io if you'd like to download it. They also made Quest for Infamy, which is sort of a play on the Quest for Glory series. Yeah, Steven Alexander. He was the lead,
You take
along with Sean
possession of
Mills,
one
I
of the
think.
spores, being careful not to mistakenly break it open. You seem to have kicked one of...
Wow. I don't know how I did that walking that direction.
Your kick caused some spores to open and spray a fine powder into the air. As a result, you are paralyzed for... It's you.
Alright, that wasn't too bad.
Fortunately, the...
Nice soundtrack here. I believe Brandon Bloom worked on this. I'm not sure who else.
Nothing. The Cubic's Rube puzzle has made you look... This is an order form. You drop the order form into the box. The mailbox hums
All right,
and
here we
buzzes for
go.
a while. Then an object of some sort drops into the tray at the base of the box.
Get that
The
mating
tray, which is
whistle.
actually a small indentation in the lower part of the machine, is currently bearing what looks to be a whistle. You take the whistle. Obviously. The whistle is usual looking.
It's usual looking. Yeah, it just looks usual.
You give the whistle a toot. It makes an odd sound.
It's just usual looking. Yeah, usual whistle stuff. Hashtag whistle. Hashtag whistle stuff.
This tiny tree has not grown to nearly the height of its two brethren here, but already it shows the uniquely characteristic. You reach down and feel the tree, though the slick adhesive substance doesn't look nearly as thick as the Don't get.
Wonder what I need to do with this new situation here. Let's see. Uh-oh. Vine monster.
You can see a little guy across the clearing picking some sort of berries from a bush. You startle the odd little pink dude, causing him to bolt into the underbrush.
Underbrush Freakwood. That little dude.
This thing is kinda heavy.
Wimp, I guess you better find.
This thing is
Wimp.
This thing is
Wimp.
I bet there's a puzzle there. I bet I'm not supposed to walk through it in this version, but what am I supposed to do? That's the question.
Ah!
You fall to the bottom of a concealed pit. You might have survived the fall had you not come into contact with the several 30-centimeter long spikes planted vertically along the bottom of the pit.
Alright, well, good job, Jess. Well played. Was there actually an outline of the vines in this version? Because you can kind of see them. What was that?
The foliage.
Okay. You can see them pretty easily in the original version. I guess there's a little bit of a hint there. Not much.
You startle a small creature. It could be a rabbit.
Ooh, that's new.
The startled bunny has fallen into the formerly concealed pit.
Take that.
You reach into the deep dark hole and pull out the bunny. How the hell did you do that? That hole is obviously longer than your arm.
Yeah.
I guess realism isn't a concern here in the future.
Interesting.
You shove the unstable ordnance up a readily available orifice of the dead creature. You're a sick man, Roger.
Alright, well, now we have an explosive bunny carcass. Good news. A bunny bomb. Didn't we have one of those in Full Throttle too? So is it going to be easier to throw now that it also has the added weight of a rabbit?
You place the rabbit carcass on the sticky vine plant.
All right.
Nothing like a good explosion to brighten up your day. And you thought you'd have to navigate the maze-like vines.
I wanted to navigate those vines.
This grass near the roots is sticky, and it stings to the touch. You are not in a suit.
All right, berries. Gotten.
You snag some of the odoriferous red berries.
Odoriferous. If you do navigate the vines, when you go under that big one on the left, it crushes you. So there's no way through it if you play it honest. This game's a bit dated. Vines haven't been a thing for years. I like that. It's good stuff. I want to go back on David Letterdroid. David Letterdroid Kenny. Kenny Letterdroid. All right, let's swamp it up. Let's see here. We'll just use berries on body.
You rub the berries all over
Roger's
your
a
body.
balloon.
Now you smell like a walking ammonia inhalant.
This is where they reveal that Roger's been a balloon this whole time. You have to equip his Riz. That's right, Robin.
The swamp monster attacks you with its slimy tentacles. Almost as suddenly, it spits you back out. You distinctly hear the sounds of aquatic gagging and retching. Evidently, you had a bad aftertaste from the berries. You have stepped into...
If those were raspberries, I guess you could say Roger was getting razzed up out there. Uh-oh, we have an important Ask Jesse thing coming in from Dr. Mario. StairQuest is a love letter to the genre as a whole, but if you had to make a fan game with an existing character, who would you pick? Oh man, that's a great question. If I had to make a fan game with an existing character, who would I pick? Maybe... Ooh, that's tough. Like, I feel like maybe I would... Like, I'd love to have another Gabriel Knight game, but I don't think I could handle, like, doing justice to Freddy Farkas. If I were going to make a Sierra fan game... Oh, wow. I'm going to say... Ooh. Alexander from King's Quest 3. I think there's lots of fun stuff to do there. I think maybe Alexander from King's Quest 3. If we're going strictly Sierra, not John Glame's game. Conquest of the whatever, yeah. I would do another Conquest of Camelot game that really focuses more on Guinevere and Lancelot sneaking around behind Arthur's back.
No way. You've...
So how do I hold my breath?
You smell... That act...
When I met Mark and Scott, I told them I found their games far too irreverent. As a former law enforcement official, I find irreverence as a threat. They're lucky they never ran into me while I was in uniform. I wouldn't break the rules, but I would be rude.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. And thank you, Jim Walls, for stopping by to join us. You know what's horrible? This is where my brain is at today. I'm not operating at 100%. When I picked Alexander, I forgot he had been in a game after King's Quest 3 already, a famous, beloved game.
You have gotten out. You have stepped in. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs to near bursting.
Oh, maybe
head
it just
for the
does
depths
it.
Below.
How did I forget King's Quest 6 exists? All right, we did it, gang. Is that a hunk of Orium?
You're sure that it doesn't smell significant?
It's true, he's also in the
That's a
reboot.
pill you take the glowing gem.
Truly
Once again,
outrageous.
You wisely take in a load of air and head below.
A load of air. As usual, you've been a real air load. All right, let's get this thing going. We're on record pace here.
You have gotten out of the deep spot and are back on your soggy feet.
Yeah, I've always been terrible, Sarah, at getting my icons on the first pass through. Like, it takes me 2 or 3 go-arounds before I remember which each of these things does. Like, I'll look at that and be like, that couldn't possibly be the use icon, could it? It's like, no, it looks more like a use icon than all the others, so I guess I'll come back to it. All right, we did it. Laura Bow Adventure's a good answer. I feel like you could do anything with Laura Bow. Everyone check out the Crimson Diamond, by the way. Upcoming spiritual successor to the Laura Bow games. Looks amazing.
This tree is dead, and seems to be free of the slick secretions some of the others generate. You begin to shimmy your way up the snag.
Shimmy, shimmy, ya, shimmy, ya, shimmy, yay.
Holy log jams, Batman, you almost bit the big one.
Bit the big one. Codename Phoenix could be fun. Who'd want to play a Codename Iceman fan game, though?
Yikes, you have been snared. Suspended above the ground, you are unable to move freely. After a while, the cerebral fireworks begin. Capillaries begin to burst under the strain. You pass out. Once again, time passes. And then, some more time passes. While unconscious, you have the strangest of dreams.
Larry dream.
You hallucinate that your name is Larry. You are wearing something known as a leisure suit.
This is cute.
Apparently made of fully synthetic materials and proven to generate large amounts of static electricity.
I like this. What could this be a reference to? Impossible to say.
Locale known as the land of the lounge lizards. You spend your time badgering women of the
area
to participate in bizarre mating rituals such as... Just then, consciousness begins to creep in.
Hello, this guy. He's a ding-dang predator.
Clear, and you realize that you have been imprisoned. Your captor appears to be that large oaf sitting near the fire.
What an oaf. Look at this large oaf. You should see Larry. That's right. Jess's mom approved. Yeah, Crimson Diamond looks fantastic. The developer also streams a lot of work on the game. If anyone can maybe link her channel in the chat. Great follow. Usually I think streams on Tuesday nights doing development work on Crimson Diamond.
Hi. My name's Roger. Roger Wilco.
Whoa. Get a load of that guy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Come here. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Come here.
The hunter stands and takes a long look in your direction. His face, though strange in its own right, bears an expression one might see on a freak show patron.
No, Grayson, he was not a predator in the original. He was just a garden variety oaf. Spore pod.
Upon impact
Thank
with the ground,
you, Ben, for linking that.
And spews its dust into the air. The hunter falls to the ground, paralyzed.
Yeah, Laura Bow would be a great series to continue.
Possession of I've seen You already took the only thing of value on him. Better not push it.
Wow.
You have enough restraining orders on your head as it is. Mogo still has pending sexual misconduct allegations against you.
I was just trying to find a parking spot. All I did was fly in and out of an inactive volcano near the rear of the planet a few times.
You don't want it.
That's not in the original, is it?
Hey, buddy. Any chance of parole in this place?
No response. You grab the foliage.
Okay. We're making great progress, gang. Let's see here. We'll call this one Labion 9. We're getting a lot of Labions. I wonder what the plural for that is.
Gripping firmly with your legs, you tie the rope to the middle of the makeshift bridge.
Wait.
You release your grip on the rope. This has a negative effect on your
I
resistance
clicked
to the
swing,
energy of
didn't I?
gravity.
Oh. I see. Okay, I just misread the goals on. You know, Zane said I've never played Gold Rush either. That is on my list to stream eventually.
Gripping firmly with your legs, you tie the rope to the middle of the makeshift bridge.
I'm gonna wait until I'm ready to be edutained. Stream the remake of Gold Rush. Yeah, that one doesn't look so hot. Oh wait, I did the same thing. I clicked swing.
You release your...
Yes. Okay, we've got this down now. There is a remake of Gold Rush with like kind of 3D graphics, if I'm not mistaken. Like 3D graphics on a 2D kind of plane, whatever that's called. Okay, watch this. I'm gonna get it this time. Yeah, it looks like poser models. One more.
Your timing causes you to jump when... Due to the...
Okay. Yeah, that remake of Gold Rush just needs one more D to really get where it should be. Like it's almost got enough dimensions to it. Maybe one more is what it needed. Robin, I've always assumed the legal situation on game remakes is they aren't legal. I mean, I would think in this case, I mean, currently what? I guess Microsoft owns Space Quest theoretically. He flips him off now. Will you look at that? He flipped off.
There is a mammoth member of the
that
local
guy
fauna to the right. It looks to be in need of constant nourishment, hence the look being cast at you.
I need to play Black Cauldron too. That's another one. I'm going to Disneyland Paris later this year, which actually has some Black Cauldron representation. So probably need to make that happen. Yeah, that does look Quest for Glory 3, doesn't it?
Landscape flourish with life as one. You don't need to. You hear the sound of many.
Ow!
Nash growls. You have just been felled by a killer cave beaver.
All right, Killer Cave Beaver. Can't believe Roger flipped that guy off.
You take out the gem
There we
and
go.
hold it in your palm. The room is illuminated by its glow. You hear a small shriek and the sound of many footsteps moving away from you.
A small Shrek, you say?
The ground below your feet disappears. You tumble down through the darkness.
Oh, wow. Is there no maze anymore? Oh, thank you, game. Yay! No maze.
That was a rather spectacular entrance. All systems seem to be intact, though.
That's nice.
The dwellers mumble something. Your translator responds.
Follow us, Beanpole.
Oh, wait, the maze is the village. Oh. Oh. I've forgotten where the maze is.
Got it.
Got it. I got it. Ooh, Tokyo Disneyland.
Represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, and in the name of the Lollipop Guild, we wish to welcome you to Penguin's Land. I'm a kidder. Welcome to our canyon.
All right.
You look to be from out of town. On behalf of all of us, I would like to thank you for saving our compadre from the
Compadre
hunters.
is a great choice
You
there.
are welcome to stay in the canyon as long as you like. When you are ready to leave, simply say the word and my assistants will show you the only way out for a being of your size. When you leave, however, we must seal the exit behind you for our own protection. Goodbye, and good luck.
Yeah, I'm super excited for Disneyland Paris. There's nothing to do here other than get the gem back, right?
Now, what was that word?
Gameplay note. You'll need to type the password into the translator. Enter will close the translator.
Huh.
The word.
Interesting. I kind of like that. That's fun.
You realize that the little pink dudes weren't kidding around. It's very dark and cramped in here. Showing some thought far beyond your normal mental prowess, you put the glowing gem into your mouth. Ah, better. Good thing you found that gem. Not only does it light your way, but it should come in handy in a later game.
Okay. All right, well, here we are. We're doing it, gang. It's the best part of the game. It's the maze. Good thing I'm very good at this maze. Don't believe me? Just watch. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes. Great interface for the maze, too. I swear that those directions for this maze on the broom closet were right when I wrote them. Sloppy walk through chest strikes again. Listen, I was going through a lot at the time. Those are difficult days for me. I hate this. It's kind of difficult to get off the rope sometimes. SJW sloppy walk through chances. That's exactly right. I've seen a lot of people complain about those over the past 10 years or so online. I just didn't realize it was about me. Hey, Tikanjia, welcome in. Yeah, I found the beginning. Great gerb, you might say. Music is good. I bet we're going to hear a lot of it, is the good news. What are the general directions of this ding-dang maze? Okay, I think that's exactly the way I went the first time. What fun. Ooh, further downward, you say? I won't Roger go any further that way. He just won't. That's enough to know. Exit. Hydrate. Thank you, Paul, not Pat. Oops. I believe this is wave audio. I don't think they're actually using MIDI. I don't think. Oh, so it's not really the exit. That was a joke. That was a jape at my expense. Decided this was just a dead end? No? This is that same exit. Wait, what have we here? Oh, come on. Oh, Lord. They just really want to give this music time to shine. Well, there it is, gang. It's the entrance. Let's see here. I'm going to pull out my handy-dandy Space Quest companion and see if it has a map of the original and hope that that can be applied to this remake. Let's see. Okay. All the way down the ladder Roger is on. The bottom of the cave, go east one screen. Oh, that's not gonna work. Take the ladder down the screen to where it crosses with the passageway and then take that east. Take the next you come to. Take it down as far as it'll go. Then go east. So you run to another ladder. Okay, it's not the same map. Oh, this is handy. Yeah, thank you, Paul Nutpad. I'll consult my daughter's Minecraft tips for hints. Make a bed. You need wood and wool. That's not really useful. Once you make tools like a sword, axe, and pickaxe, build a 4x4 base with windows and a roof. Start off immediately looking at your surroundings. That's good. I'll use that piece of advice. That one does feel appropriate. Weird that I can't go that way any further. Yeah, where's my weird meta joke for this maze? I should go that way. Actually go that way. Can actually go that way. I really don't see where there's a path I'm missing, but there must be, obviously. I mean, that's just right back down there. I don't think there's an item I can use on the minecart. I mean, that would be an addition from the original game. That doesn't mean it's not the case, though. Goes back to the beginning again, right? Huh, where am I missing a path here? The only way down initially is there. No getting off the rope there. If someone knows, I will take any hint at this point. I want this maze to end. Absolutely. I will take any hint I can get to end my suffering. Maybe I'm amazed. Oh, put in Discord. Okay, let's see here. I'll check out the Discord and see if we can make this solution work. Let's see. So that's the solution. Let's see here. Pull it up on my handy dandy phone and peek at it there. Okay. Boy, I hate this. Let's see. How do I get back to the beginning? Actually, I think I can just restore, can I? Okay. So there's the start. Okay, I'm no better with the map here. Let's see. Happening here.
The sticky substance gets...
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Will you ding dang look at that, gang. There it is. So it is a puzzle. What's happened here? You were right, Sith Princess, you had it. Only now, I seem to be stuck. And I can't get out or change icons. Huh. Okay, well that froze up for a second, let's see. I get the feeling that was not supposed to happen, but hopefully we can solve this again quickly now. He says, optimistically.
The sticky You have an opportunity to stand and spare your tender
Okay, we did
knees.
it.
The crystal clear water gives
Weird.
off a gentle
Okay.
glow. In abundance, it is able to light the room. You take the glowing gem from
I did
between
it.
your aching jaws. You notice it is overly moist as you slip it into your pocket.
Moist pockets. Old moist pockets, they call him. Host Mazelone. Grayson, thank you. It's a sticker party, everybody. For the next minute, stickers are free. Just hover over and start posting.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wow, you look at that. What chaos. What absolute chaos. Thank you, Grayson. We haven't had a sticker party in a long time, and there it is. Look at all those beautiful stickers. I see some ripped King Gramses. I see some Roger Wilco Space Heroes, a lot of Jim Walls. I saw some Demon Worlds in there. You always love to see a good Demon World. Wow. What chaos. Money gun. Like to see a good money gun. Some reason there's some what's the guy that says giggity giggity on Family Guy? Don't really watch Family Guy, but he's there. There's Bob Ross. Wow, what fun. Quagmire, there you go. Okay. These scenes look good.
As you enter another of the mysterious subterranean chambers, you realize that the water is now racing toward a giant whirlpool in the...
Got it. Whirlpool. Can't believe I couldn't remember Quagmire's name. Okay, here we go. Getting sucked down.
Your body is sucked down until finally you are able to resist no more and must yield to the overwhelming force. Geez, that was quite a trip. Peering around, you find yourself back in the open again.
Angela, this music.
Other rocks in view include some large, square boulders. They are unusual looking, but not significant. This is an intestinal distress goyle. They're like gargoyles, except they go through a lot more Pepto-Bismol.
Okay. Beast! Let's blow our Labion Terror Beast whistle.
You give the whistle a toot. It makes an odd
Toot.
sound. You hear an incredible whirring and grinding sound coming from the north.
I too like to whir and grind.
Suddenly, a Labian Terror Beast buzzes into the room like a tornado. He looks like he could do as much damage.
So this is wild, gang. We had a tornado here, or a series of tornadoes here in West Virginia yesterday. I was in the middle of teaching class, and like everyone in the room's emergency signals on their phone all went off at the same time. And we had to run down into the basement of our building and shelter in place while a tornado tore through town. It was wild. In the past couple of years, I've now been in a tornado and a Category 5 hurricane. So, I guess, I mean, I don't want to brag, but I think I'm unkillable. I don't know. Maybe it's like a Bruce Willis unbreakable situation. I'm not sure. There was sort of, I guess like in tornado style, there was like, just like random patches of like serious damage, like, you know, several blocks in a row with no damage. And then one house that got like pretty wrecked up by it. We got off pretty light, but like weird things like cell service has been out for the past couple of days on Verizon, and it's just been sort of weird, like the slow comeback. Lots of areas are still without power. Yeah, maybe I get a tsunami or a volcano next year. Ben, I'll be honest, you say you tried to kill me when I was in Chicago and I still stand. That's true. It was weird when Ben and I met over the weekend for the first time. He did come at me with a blade right away, and I was kind of surprised by that, but it broke off when he jabbed it into my gut. So, you know, maybe I am unkillable. Not dead yet.
You chuck the Cubik's Rube puzzle over to the beast.
Tried to kill me with Malort.
The beast appears interested in your offering.
the old
The
Chicago
Gets
handshake.
the better of him, and he reaches down for it.
That was weird. Ben was like, how would you like a Chicago typewriter? And I was afraid he was going to pull out his Tommy gun. And then he just clocked me on the head with an actual typewriter.
He seems quite perplexed by the puzzling plastic polyhedron.
See you later, buddy.
A small rock generated during the Terror Beast's grand entrance. He doesn't seem to be interested in an intellectual conversation.
Oh, so there's actually there's a beer accompaniment that's supposed to go with the shot of Chicago Malort. Malort is a liquor I recently learned about that Chicagoans use as a mean trick for people coming from out of town.
To smell him.
That's traditionally accompanied by beer. I do famously not drink beer.
You're so clever, Roger. You created a slingshot.
Old style beer that tastes like nothing. I believe I've seen old style on Shameless.
The guard seems to have heard a sound. You cleverly use the athletic supporter to sling the rock at the guard. It makes serious contact with the
serious
side of his head.
contact.
We like the way you think. He drops like a lead parakeet. The ripe thud of impact is momentarily sickening. He is perfectly still.
Let's see that again.
Oh no.
This time, let's look at it closer.
Wait now, huh?
Hold it there. I want to see the rock hit the guard.
Let's do it then. In super slow-mo.
Now that is more like it.
Did you see that, Bloodfly?
Heck yeah.
You're one sick mofo, Clytus.
You're one sick mofo, Blackthorn.
These are different guys from Andromeda. It's the devs. That's right. That's Sean Mills and Steven Alexander.
That's not necessary. There is nothing important under him.
Why would I be looking under him? That's not why you use a dead body.
You slide the keycard.
Some
into the
guys from
slot
Andromeda.
and remove it. As soon as the elevator door closes behind you, the platform on which you rest begins to rise.
I mean, it'd be weird if there were only two guys from Andromeda. Okay, let's save here. Yeah.
You climb into the shuttle through the rear entrance.
Oh, look at this scene. This is always a fun one. Okay, we'll just start it up. Once I start it up, I never stop.
The shuttle begins to vibrate. Click above or... There is no horizontal control until... There is no... Click above. Because you are terminally weak above your shoulders, you guide the ship into the ground.
Chicago Tap is a suggestion from the audience.
You climb into the shuttle through the rear.
Oh man, I had the best time in Chicago. Got to meet the entire Adventure Tuesday crew.
That had...
Good times were had by all.
The shuttle begins... You feel the ship begin to lift off.
Any Chicago hot dogs? Oh baby, I had a Chicago hot dog. For the first time, it was fantastic. I had an Italian beef, also fantastic. Had a deep dish pizza. It was better than the other deep dish pizza I've had, but I prefer a classic New York
Good
slice.
work, Roger.
But
altitude
also,
achieved. Ascent thrusters are now in effective.
oh wow.
The screens are suddenly splashed
Oh no,
with the
horrible visage.
horrible image of Sludge Vohaul.
Oh no, not all in one night. I'd be dead now.
Hello, Roger Wilco. I've been waiting for you. Once again, my subordinates have failed me. Anyway, it looks like you'll be visiting me again soon. Don't bother trying to pilot the vehicle. I have taken control. You will be arriving at my command post shortly. I anxiously await your arrival.
His image is frozen on the screens. The ship changes course as if it had a life of its own. All you can do is hold on.
Oh man. Ben took Sarah Grayson and me to a fantastic pasta joint. It was so good. Oh my goodness. It was fantastic. I've been thinking about that meal ever since we had it. A little Chicago joint, Colin? Sparrow. Ben said, you have to try the fettuccine Alfredo. It's gloppy, and he wasn't wrong.
The massive bay doors meet, jarring the entire vehicle bay. As you step down, the shuttle door slams shut behind you. You are quite surprised not to find several of Vohaul's guards waiting to greet you. You begin to ponder what the twisted scientists might have in store for you.
Chicago famously has legal joints. That's odd. I famously have inflamed joints. Well, you look at ding-dang that.
Aren't you glad no one saw that? You're already on this floor. The trick here is to push the number of a floor other than this one. Otherwise, it's no fun.
I like that joke. Y'all know how funny I think Space Quest 2 is. I'm on record on this.
You have the funny feeling you're being watched.
I've made no secret of my love of Space Quest 2.
The walls show signs for unisex and unispecies bathrooms. Or maybe it means vertebrates and invertebrates. Or perhaps people who exhibit orderly responses to the Rorschach test, as opposed to people who have abstract responses to them. Alright, I gotta confess, I can't make heads nor tentacles of it.
Rorschach. It's my favorite of the sweat hogs.
The faucets aren't operational. Vohaul doesn't seem big on personal hygiene. Darn, another pimple.
Pimple. Boy, this narrator never met a syllable he didn't like, huh? Oh, wow. Will you look at that?
Let's not.
It's me, Roger Nosecrotch.
Hell no.
Why not?
The sound comes from one of the occupied stalls, you think. Suddenly, one of your senses downloads an extremely negative air quality report. For some, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. The writing etched on the wall is in various languages. One large message reads, Vohaul plays text adventures.
The narrator reminds you of Coach C. I like that. Great gerb.
The writing etched on the wall is in very. The writing etched.
Crane's quirks slack bladder into the straw.
The writing.
Rosella was here. Weird they didn't voice all this.
Some of the toilet paper.
I mean,
as Data would say, intriguing. As Data. Spock would say fascinating, Data would say intriguing, I would say you're an idiot. That does not compute, as Data would say.
Yeah, intriguing. That's a different voice, right?
Oh, you found an archaic solution to this puzzle. Wait, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't, as they famously say.
This one looks like a quad-port, high-performance urinal manifold, especially useful for those multitudinously equipped. Also used in a pinch by up to 4 single-digit beings when the place is really packed. You want to smell their feet, Roger? Well, you can't. Stop being grody.
Don't shame me. Okay, well, there you go. That is 4th floor. Oh.
It's the Monolith Burger logo. Universally recognized symbol for clogged arteries.
Hold on, ad-libbing. Yeah, we got big Quest for Glory 4 energy here. This shouldn't be here.
You smell the grease straps on the other side of the counter. Firstly, you don't eat rubber. Secondly, you'd rather...
Hello.
It's a depressed-looking robot.
I'm the president of Monolith Burger.
Don't touch me. Just so you know, not that you'll care. I'm programmed to kill you if I see a weapon.
Wow. Again, dialogue not all there.
Hi there, robot. Can you help me?
Hi there, robot.
Too depressed.
What have you got to be depressed about? Working in a Monolith Burger was a goal in life for me.
Life? Don't talk to me about life. Brain the size of a planet, and here I am working in a Monolith Burger talking.
Grayson with a hot take saying Alan Rickman did a better job with this character.
No, you're not.
It is, Khalil. This is Marvin the Paranoid Android, specifically the version of him from the Hitchhiker's film, voiced by Alan Rickman. Ben, on the other hand, says better than Alan Rickman. I'm inclined to agree with Ben.
This is your standard ashtray, which contains ash and cigars. You don't want the... You grab the small lighter, which is on the table.
Families love Monolith.
Apparently, this raised platform is intended for the corpulent presence of only Vohaul himself.
Reserved for Vohaul and the alarm clock font. That's right. We actually have a little statuette of this version of Marvin the Paranoid Android in my office at work. I'm a fan of that version of the Hitchhiker's Guide. All right, no voices here.
It's a weird, purple-looking alien.
Juke Katana. Is that a joke I don't recognize?
It's Astro Chicken. You thought he was just a character from a computer game, like the Pope.
I actually kind of like that joke.
This isn't King's Quest III, another great remake by Infamous Adventures. You don't need his feathers, and you're not creating a spell. You're speechless in front of your hero. Smells like chicken. Tastes like chicken. Tastes like chicken. Tastes like chicken. That does not...
Juke Katana.
He can't say anything with his mouth full of Monolith Burger. You'd better find a better time and a...
2 glow-queef patties, Grishnell mas, let us sneeze, trickle upon your specially needed bun.
Why don't you eat here? Don't you listen to those...
It's just a song. It has no significant meaning. It's pointless. Just like a national anthem.
What is
No one
happening?
cares about it. It's just something to sing.
What?
Hi, I'm Roger. Roger Wilco.
Roger Wilco?
The alien grunts.
I want to get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. Sorry, game. I didn't want to be there anymore. I have a stroke right now. No, that's what I feel like too. Like, for realsy though, what happened? What was that?
Finally, weapons. squirt guns. The worst part is that you don't have anyone else to play with.
A purple alien that grunt is the ship Doctor from Space Quest 6. Ah!
There is a card sitting on the desk. Exciting, isn't it? Cool, another access card. You're getting to see a lot of these. The walls here.
What am I looking at
The
here?
metal plate on this device reads boredom monitor.
Nah, this isn't in the original
If I
game.
adjust this monitor so that it judges Vohaul to be bored with every show but Three's company, in a few short years, he could go insane.
It's a force field. It's there to stop the bad guys.
Okay, I don't want to be here anymore. So let's see. Yeah, Three's Company jokes. Always relevant, RJ. Let's see. So I need a waste paper basket, the toilet paper, a lighter, and a glass cutter, right? That I'm aware of. I'm afraid what the alien might be. Absolutely.
This keypad looks to be a means with which to enter a code.
Which is which?
This door. This keypad looks to be a means with
which,
as Data would say. The access card it.
Okay.
The door. It seems to be a cutter for glass. You take the glass cutter from the craft table. You never know when you want to cut a piece of glass.
That's true.
You start pressing buttons until one of.
Oh. Well. Maybe I'll just speak to the room.
Computer?
It's not voice activated, Roger.
Isn't it though?
This is your standard holographic entertainment room.
Where's the edutainment room?
The arcade claw grabber game. Your secret addiction.
Yeah, this just opened the door
Your
again.
skills at this game are of some renown. It's unfortunately. You notice the coin slot has a screwdriver jammed in it. I guess this means you don't have to pay to play.
Awesome!
Troll's Tale. It's a classic Sierra classic. All the treasures of Mark the Dwarf King. Help King Mark find his treasures. Make the troll go away, you have to go away and come back later. You have a flashlight. Look at this. Trolls have taken my treasure. Signed, Mark the Dwarf King. I'm guessing this is just what Troll's Tale is. Help me. This is great. All right.
You start.
Moving on.
This door.
Completely playable version of Troll's Tale, huh? Ah, ding dang it. We got Roombud. Ooh.
It looks like you have been formally introduced to the floor waxer. You now consist of a very thin yet glossy floor covering. Too bad. You seemed to be making relatively good progress.
Don't patronize me.
The door, playing with the wires and pipes, nothing.
There we go. What we got here?
It's Candy Yams, the Smarch pin-up girl. Apparently, she's had a monkey girl head digitally edited over her body. It took a long time for you to notice. This poster seems to be an advertisement for an unreleased holographic game. This blue locker is likely a receptacle for personal effects that you wouldn't care to know about.
You don't know me.
It won't open.
You're not my real dad.
The walls here are sturdy. On the desk, you see an irrelevant
datapad,
a plot-significant note, and a pointless cup full of thought transmission styluses. It reads 3 banana. That makes no sense to you.
3 banana, eh?
This gigantic console seems to be controlled by an interface
3 banana.
Activating the power only presents the statement, "Please insert cartridge." You grab the... Aren't you amazed by how much stuff an adventure game hero can carry? You've just got to know how to pack.
Got garbage. So 3 banana, maybe. Ooh. Close call? Okay, let's go back to wherever it was that keypad was. It was on the other side, right? Okay, here we go. We're making great progress, gang. We are so close to the end. There's no telling if we're on pace for a world record, but I get the feeling we might be. Is that level 5? No, soon enough. Yes.
Good work. The force field has been powered down.
Not sure what this is. This is all new.
Reached the save game limit. Please overwrite or delete.
Wow. When does that kind of thing happen?
This is the most disgusting creature you have. The creature says nothing to you.
Or what that's supposed to be.
It's a man.
Oh, it's Hannibal Lecter?
I'm Roger Wilco. Why
Great.
are you locked up?
Ah, Roger. So nice to see you.
The man just looks at you and licks his lips.
Hey, Symphonic Retro, welcome in. Stuck on Quest for Glory 4 right now. Yeah, this is the VGA remake of Space Quest 2, but I like me some Quest for Glory 4. What a game.
Aha! You know a janitorial closet when you smell one. Almost at once, you sense an emptiness, a melancholy longing. You begin to feel homesick. It's quite dark in here. You do
yes,
notice
the plunger.
a plunger, however, which you take.
I forgot we needed the plunger. I think that really is our last
One
item.
of the cells is opening. Who knows what unspeakable horrors wait behind those steel bars? Looking at the access panel again, you decide...
I was going to close it. Hey, Brian. Okay. He's bugging and glitching during the last fight. Oh, man. Quest for Glory 4 is such a buggy...
It's a short step to the end of the game for you. You're nobody Ibsen.
All right, there you go. Yeah, it's such a buggy game.
It's... Oh,
when I played Quest for Glory 4 for the first time...
Oh, yuck.
The dark and spiny beast with massive red lips grabs you up, and after a longing glance, proceeds, don't read further if the phrase French kiss bothers you, to plant a very moist French kiss on you. You are left.
Okay, let's restore. That's a Walking Dead scenario. Okay, so, yeah, when I played Quest for Glory 4 originally, I got it when, when the game first came out, and it was bugged enough that I had to send away for Sierra to send me replacement floppy disks to patch
It's
the original release.
Oh no.
Had to wait like 6 to 8 weeks for the patch to arrive. 2 months, yeah. That was the deal, even here in the US. Yeah, no, Quest for Glory 4 is such a good game. I jump back and forth. I think my favorite is probably Quest for Glory 1, but 4 and 2 I really love also. And 3's not bad. I think 3's my least favorite. Oh wait, I forgot there's a 5th one. Okay, 5's probably my least favorite. But I really love 1 through 4. All just really good games. Wait 2 months for your King's Quest 5 hint book. That's fantastic. I need to check out one of the randomizers. I can't imagine playing the game with one, which is kind of intriguing. Makes me want to give it a shot. I did play Heroine's Quest. I liked it a lot. Did you? I thought Heroine's Quest was really well done. Uh-oh.
A barrier springs up. Another barrier stands in your way. You feel the floor shift.
Yeah, the cold mechanic wasn't my favorite, but boy, what an impressive free game it was.
Using formerly uncharacteristic creativity, you apply the suction cup-like plunger to the smooth metal finish.
Like Ratatusk, the squirrel
Once
god.
A janitor, always a janitor.
All right, we timed that
Release
right.
your grip and drop back down.
Okay, let's save. Uh-oh. What's happening? Hey, Nick, good to see you. Welcome in. You're here just in time for the endish parts of the game. Welcome in. Oh, wait, I needed to build my little... Oh, no.
You have made the mistake of getting within what looks to be a cattle prod's length.
How's it going, Nick? Welcome in. Thank you for the sticker.
A flame-throwing weapon connected to an extension arm reaches from its body and makes contact with you. That's when you begin feeling the intense burst of heat pulsing through your body.
Aw, beans. You know, I don't love the narrator's voice, but it doesn't sound as weird to me as it did when we started. Doing great. Thank you, Nick.
There is no need. Oh, you found an art. That does.
Where do I do this if not here? Maybe just right here?
There is.
Under the sprinkler, yeah. Oh, is that the sprinkler?
Outlook. There is no... The ceiling looks ordinary. There is down. Outlook. Spot as outlook.
Now the screen won't scroll. Uh-oh.
There is no Spock. There is no
Oh, an empty
Great
basket. Okay, got it. There's your problem.
Look for a good place to put your basket.
Good animation pulling out of his pants. There we go. Okay, just took a second.
While receiving an ice hosing yourself, the basket fire is extinguished. Seconds later, a loud series of pops followed by the smell of fried electronics.
Pop, pop.
The sprinklers sense accomplishment and cease operations.
The sprinklers sense accomplishment. I like that. Okay. Who doesn't love a good hosing? Especially a self-hosing. What did it say? Just spit on past it. Where am I supposed to go from here?
It looks like it. These red lights are these.
I thought this was where the exit to Vohaul's lab was. Oh wait, there we go. I was gonna say. Oh, here we go.
Just entered Vohaul's secret chamber. The evil one himself is seated before a large console high on a platform in the center of the standing.
Me too.
Obliviously ready are many of the dreaded salesman clones.
So, Roger Wilco, we meet again. I must say, I'm quite impressed with your resourcefulness and tenacity.
Your clever thinking and your
love to
cleverness.
Chat, but I'm busy preparing the last of my salesman clones for their trip to Xenon. Feel free to stick around and observe the downfall of your civilization.
I know that feeling. Okay.
A genetically engineered insurance salesman, ready to be set loose on the universe. Boy, that Vohaul is a real evil mastermind.
I don't suppose I could talk you into surrender?
Going somewhere?
Give it up, Vohaul. It ends here.
Never. I will not be defeated by a janitor. I have a small surprise for you, Wilco.
Why does Roger look so serious?
You feel a beam of light emitting from a unit in the ceiling. In a matter of seconds, you are broken down into microparticles and extracted from the air.
Like Mike TV.
Again, the beam strikes, this time blasting into a glass jar on the console. It is there that you are reconstructed in a miniaturized form.
Roger has a real crisp and clever energy. Boy, he did. And that's something I would have never said before.
My miniaturization beam does work. In the old days, I'd test these things on myself. But, as you may have noticed by my appearance, being my own guinea pig has had its disadvantages. I guess this will keep you out of
this
my way
remake really
once and
plays
for
up
all.
the Darth
You'll
Vader
make a nice conversation piece.
point of
With
contact
that,
here.
Vohaul turns away to put finishing touches on Xenon's fate.
It's like Crispin Glover versus Darth Vader at the end of Return of the Jedi.
The newly cut pane of glass falls to the counter. Apparently, Vohaul doesn't notice.
Sweet.
You wiggle your slim carcass through the vent.
Slim Carcass, that's my cowboy name.
Way to go, Roger! You've just disconnected Vohaul's life support system. He's a goner without it.
You just did ding-dang murder, Roger.
You can see Vohaul struggling to take his last few breaths.
You feel absolutely nothing.
You again. You think you have won, but all you have done is to seal your own fate.
He reaches up and flips a switch before dropping to the floor dead.
Real dead man switch situation. Okay, gang. Here we go.
Type the action you would like to perform.
A real situation. All right. We ding-dang did it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You are once again reconstituted, this time to the correct size. You notice that the clones are gone. An examination of his repulsively turgid fabric-encased mass reveals nothing other than that you do notice the letters SHSR written in pen on the back of his left hand.
SHSR.
There's a lot of information. The asteroid is in a decaying orbit.
Maybe the letters from Vohaul's hand will help.
You type in the code SHSR.
Wow. Well, thank you.
It worked. The launch of the salesman has been aborted.
So, you know, as I've heard it told, the SHSR thing is a reference to Hal from 2001: A Space Odyssey, where some folks have speculated that maybe Hal's name came from shifting the letters in IBM one to the left, making IBM HAL, and that possibly this is supposed to be a code that is shifted one letter to the right. But I don't know if that's true. I think I read it in the Space Quest FAQ.
Thank you for pushing the self-destruct mechanism. This ship will self-destruct in exactly 5 minutes.
Oh no.
You open the box and note.
Put on our rebreather. Oh, you can use the shifted word here, and it works in the EGA version? Great. So that's not just a rumor.
A section of the glass tubing has fractured from combined stress. The pressurized atmosphere rushes for the relative vacuum of space. Fortunately, wearing the mask protects you from suffocation.
Masks work.
No. There is a self-destruct override button on this control panel. The sign below it reads, out of order.
That's really funny. Good gag. That gets the Decap Jedi good gag. Still of approval.
The robot has apparently decided. You hit
Here we
the
go.
big red button marked Escape.
Yeah, you know,
Emergency escape vehicle launch sequence has begun.
this narrator hasn't been doing a lot to convince me he's not AI either. We were wondering earlier, like, if his voice has been pitch shifted or something that gives it that uncanny quality. Like, I'm not quite sure what's going on with it, or if it's just a really weird pronunciation of everything. Wow, we did it. Look at that. Take that, Vohaul.
Phew. You're going to have to stop cutting these escapes so close,
I actually had like
Roger.
a couple of minutes to
Well,
spare.
you must feel pretty good right now. You've stopped Vohaul from carrying out his threat of salesman infestation, ultimately destroying the twisted scientist himself. You also managed to save your own skin. And just look at that score. Pretty darned impressive.
What is my ding-dang score?
Suddenly, a warning signal draws your attention to the front oxygen meter.
We
It
GG'd
reads
it.
low and dropping fast. This is just great. You knew it was too good to be true. You have maybe 5 minutes of air left. Well, Roger, it was nice knowing you.
Thanks, it's nice knowing you too. 240, alright.
You slide down the plexiglass cover. You make the split-second decision to enter the sleep chamber. It seals automatically. Soon you are overcome by a pleasant drowsiness.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
This is certainly better than suffocating.
Well,
you begin to drift away into a deep
different
sleep.
strokes.
With the satisfaction you have accomplished your task. You've come through in the clutch and you deserve a nice long rest.
Come
now,
through in the
if
clutch.
someone would just pick you up somewhere along the way.
Where am I?
So long, Roger
look, it's
Wilco,
the
and
Where
thanks
Am I
again
scene.
for saving your people.
Wow. The end. For now. Oh, that's great. I like this. We did, gang. Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I like the other version. Thank you, Grayson. Narrator, not AI. I like the other versions, my review. Yeah, this was great. I mean, this is a fantastic piece of fan work, no question. A lot of love, a lot of time, a lot of effort went into this. I am very impressed. Music was particularly good. I don't know about this rock music I'm hearing now, but I enjoyed the music a lot. It was an impressive game, but you know, I love the original. There's something what? Lil, you say bootleg B-52s. I feel like that song from an off-Broadway revival of Rocky Horror Show. I'm just a sweet space janitor. Straight from shock treatment, exactly. 6'7". Gotta get a squeegee. Oh man. Josh Mandel is David Letter droid. I wondered if that was him. So the narrator was also the voice of Roger Wilco. Take that, Mark Crow. No special thanks to you. Ooh, next time in Space Quest, I like that they came back to the Space Quest 1 VGA font style here. Finds himself in the greatest adventure of his life. Who is this dude? What does he want to do with the two guys? Oh, wow, look at that. Will Roger escape the Annihilator? And more importantly, will he pack the correct underwear? That's pretty good. I like that teaser. Look, it was the Planet Express ship. Thought it was Manhunter. I was gonna say, was that Manhunter? And I was like, running through my brain, it's like, is there some scene from Space Quest 3 I've forgotten? Wow, Manhunter reference. Coming soon. $777. Is that the release date? Stay tuned. Coming soon. Stay tuned. Just a little longer now. All right. Did we reach the end? What? Wait, what? Meanwhile, back on Labion. Yeah, let me, can I explain what I'm seeing? You know, I'm reading this as some sort of psychosexual riff on the ending of Return of the Jedi. Like it's a celebrate the love, yub yub kind of moment. Hey, Prodoplasty. Yeah, what's going on? Well, they are spit roasting the Predator from the movie Predator. The Spinkans are, that is, while forcing Vohaul's ape men to dance for them now that they have, I guess, uprooted their colonial regime. I'm going to say I'm 99% sure that's not in the original game. But yeah, hey, that was Space Quest 2 VGA. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. it's I like Space Quest 2, and it was still Space Quest 2 for the most part. So I'm not going to complain, and I'm certainly not going to complain about all of you joining me tonight. Thank you all for being here. This was a lot of fun. Always good to dip in on a Space Quest game. Sometimes I need to recharge those Space Quest batteries, and we got that done tonight. Now, what's coming up next? That's a great question. I don't know yet, but it'll be something. It'll be something good. I promise you that. Come back next Retro Adventure Wednesday for more. Tomorrow night, if all goes according to plan, I hope to go live with, and this should be good stuff, I hope to go live tomorrow night with Beavis and Butthead Bunged Hole in One, the Beavis and Butthead mini golf game. So I think I have that up and running, and we can finally play Beavis and Butthead Bunged Hole in One. I know a lot of you have been waiting ever since this stream launched, and now could be our chance. But, you know, we'll have to wait until tomorrow night for that. Stay tuned. Check out the Discord. Keep up with what's coming up next. But in the meantime, why don't we raid over and I'll say hello to Sarah Kell. She was in here earlier, hanging out and watching along, and is now playing King's Quest III Redux to Hair is Human, the VGA remake of King's Quest III. So that sounds like good times. So let's get a raid going over there. Be sure to drop a follow. Let her know Decaf Jedi sent you. But in the meantime, everybody, thank you for joining me for Retro Adventure Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you again very soon. Take care.